Today's video is all about the rise of golf fitness. Now, golf fitness has seen a massive increase in the last decade and in the last few years, and that is fantastic. But why has it taken so long for this to become a staple in the sport? It doesn't seem that long ago that players were simply just hitting hundreds or thousands of balls and just spending hours on the putting green focusing on their skill without working on their physical attributes at all. And there's no doubt that if you spend that much time doing something, you will become better at it. And we saw some great talents and some of the best players in the world played within these eras. But there's no doubt that they were missing a trick on how they could have improved their game through their physical attributes. Golf, unfortunately, never was, and for some people it still isn't, considered a proper sport, and I've never understood it. The definition of a sport is an activity that involves physical exertion and skill in which a team or individual compete against each other. I mean, for golf, physical exertion, yes. Skill, definitely. And competition, I don't care what people say on a Sunday morning, absolutely. So why was it not accepted? And I think this came across in the players. The players didn't believe that they were playing a sport. They didn't believe they were sportsmen. They didn't believe they were athletes. And therefore, they trained accordingly. They just trained as if they were good at a skill, and they took away the physical part. Thankfully, things are changing, and the golfers are really starting to improve their knowledge, and they're starting to work with people that can improve their physical attributes, and the results are there to be seen. I mean, improvement in equipment is playing some part in this, but these guys are playing shots that people would have never believed possible before. Even if we take long drive as an example, which isn't my favourite sport in the world, but the distance these guys are hitting the balls is crazy. People thought these were impossible distances before. And even with the pros, we're seeing guys hit shots on a day-to-day basis and hitting fairways that before were unimaginable.
And you can just take it right over the top of everything downwind. Hello! That's in a different area code.
That bunker on the left is 315 to cover, and where he's at is the skinniest part of the fairway. I mean, it's beyond 350.
And these guys are making fast progress as well. Think of Molinari, DeChambeau. They go away in an off-season, and these guys are coming back and adding serious distance to their drives and a difference to their physique as well. That is fast progress, and they wouldn't have been able to do that with just working on their golf alone. And this didn't happen by accident. These guys worked with specific scientists, with specific guys that knew what they were doing, that could actually add distance to their shots. But why is this limited to just the pros? I personally believe that anyone, yes, anyone can improve their golf performance by working on some kind of golf fitness. And the pros have shown that it to work, and now the amateurs need to take that up as well and use the same principles to improve their game. And I'm not just talking about increased club head speed either. I'm talking actual lower scores, reducing your handicap and improving all aspects of your game. I'm so glad that golf fitness is taking this change, and I do hope it does filter down into the amateurs. I just hope that amateurs aren't put off by some of the confusing words and some of the confusing aspects of the golf fitness for the professionals. The amateurs do not need to go in at the same level that the pros are going. At your time, if you're a basic amateur with no physical ability at all, just go in for the absolute basics and you will still notice a difference to your golf. Even if you don't notice a difference to your golf, you're going to become fitter, you're going to become healthier, and you're going to live longer, and that gives you more time to practice. I'm really interested to see where golf fitness goes from here. I noticed that a lot of the pros are taking up these concepts, and that's great, and they're noticing the difference from that. But there's also a lot that still haven't bought into it, and it'd be really interesting to see over the coming years who takes home the most trophies, who has the most prize money, and is it the guys that are working on their physical attributes as well as their skill. And I want to see it for amateurs as well. I really want to see amateurs starting to take up the concept of golf fitness and working their regular fitness and health programs around their golf, and seeing if they really do notice a difference in their golf as well. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it interesting. If it is the first video you've seen, then make sure you hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with the most recent content.